Welcome back, my most ethical, light, and love crew. Ethicals. Dude, seriously, I'm gonna eat this cold burrito like nobody's business. Okay? Okay. You know what's funny? It's like this burrito sucked so much that it tastes better when it's cold. Have you ever had one of those? First time for everything. Anyway, I deserve to have better days, even if they're do-overs, even if it's within these conditions. Anyway, angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these questions for sure. These messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my health and wellness, and work, and that of our children's. Thanks so very much. All right. I just finished my little 4-hour shift. And everything's like moving quick, you know. And I don't really have feelings attached to it. I think that's the most important thing right now. The crazier things get with its synchronicities, I guess with the rhythm of it, the cadence, the new cadence is not to care as much. The TLC belongs to me, and that's what this reading is all about, okay? Because I have some questions. Let me read it to you for a second here. Give me a second if I can locate some of this, because it's freaking insane. Oh shoot. And I got some questions, so I decided to pick the closest one to me. It's a mini mother piece round tarot deck. Okay, so give me a second here, because life is not being too nice to me, and I guess that's a good thing, because nice has its own primitive definitions. So okay, let's see here if I can just read out what it is that I'm talking about. Okay. Dude, seriously. So how are you today? Are you a repeat? You don't need to type that up. You can just energetically tell me. A lot of people don't want to talk nowadays. They don't want to talk off script. It's so scary. It's so scary. It's so scary sometimes to let people know what you're thinking live. What your final response is, your final answer. Anyway, I don't know what game people are playing these days on an individual or cumulative basis. But Excuse me, darling. Let me see if I can tap into this, okay? Give me a second. Is it going to allow me to? Give me a second. Okay. Sign in. I don't really want to. I thought I was going to be able to do this real quick. But I got some. Dude, I spent like... Maybe I'll talk about that stuff later. But, I spent 5 to 6 hours assembling the lawyer paperwork. Dude, seriously, tons of bullshit. this lawyer is threatening to press charges for my non-compliance and my refusal to provide documents, withhold them. And so he's throwing out these like codes of conduct or whatever. These whatever. He's trying to do that. And I don't know if it's a scare tactic. I mean, it might be on his end, but I call it a dick move. That's what we would all call it. It's a dick move. Sorry, but not sorry. I mean, I tried so hard to get all that stuff together, be like absolute about it, be like crystal clear. And it doesn't matter how hard you try to like fulfill the requirements. The fact is that like some of the things I didn't know how to answer to because like I didn't quite understand what the question was asking because it was so broad. And so I wouldn't call that a refusal. It's like I just need to know what I'm answering to. So I'm not wasting my time. So he decided to pull a dick move. And here we have a Shaman of Cups accentuated. You know what that means? That is the King of Cups. Spirit, Jesus coming through. Like, hold up there, Bobby Fischer. Who's Bobby Fischer anyway? Hold up there for a second, okay? That's basically what I'm doing right here. I got some questions. Like, I want to know kind of like what the karma is for this individual, but like I don't care about that, really. Because the less I care about that, the more it's going to pile on to him, which is magical. That is my magic. I love it. I love it. All right, we have the Priestess of Wands. Ooh, dude, I'm magical. Yes, Jesus is like, hold up. Come here, little lady. So right here, the Priestess has, it's not just a cat, you know, because this is a witch, but it's a freaking lion, with a rainbow in the background. Come on, it's gonna be okay. I'd rather face my situation like this. I kind of prep myself to go to court and stand in line for a fucking hour, and try to get advice, try to find the right questions to these people who are not held liable to give you advice, but that's what's recommended. So I have to go through the motions. And the last time I was in line waiting for X amount of time, there are open windows, right? So people are talking loud. I can barely hear the person. The person that's trying to help me is getting annoyed. I'm getting annoyed because I can't hear shit. So it's like, what the fuck is this? What is going on? Oh, we got the High Priestess right here accentuated, and the Five of Swords accentuated too. So, Jesus is saying, you know, like, just put on your thinking cap here, Tina, because you have the right of way. Nobody needs to know that you're magical, but by sheer logic, the people that live in the world of just like angular subjects, they're going to have an awakening too, that you're in the know and that you have the right of way. In fact, that's a clear projection for this lawyer to come at me like that. Dude, no, he knows better. Like those freaking paragraph with like civil law codes and dude. Okay, so the question is, Spirit, Jesus Christ, how should I go about this? I mean, this attitude I feel is a good amplifier. Yeah, I should let things happen. The wonderful thing about surrender within this like arena that we're now in, if you're here, then you must be just as powerful, okay? I'm going to make that safe assumption. I'm going to say like, hey, if you're not triggered by whatever I'm saying, then you must exactly know what I'm talking about being in this this trajectory, okay? So we're going to surrender because you know what? We're going to allow things to unfold as they should, which means that people are going to make their own beds and lie. They're going to dig their own ditches. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it anymore. Okay? I'm going to do what I can, and I'm going to be good with it because there's so much more to life than this like little like this heavy paperwork packet deal. Oh God. What's rolling around right behind me is 9 of Pentacles accentuated, Temperance inverted, the Emperor accentuated, and the Page of Cups or Son of Cups. Wait, no, that's a Knight of Cups inverted. Oh, we have admirers, but you know, that's like in the stadium seating. Okay, this is just saying that, you know, you got to be good with yourself with what you make of it. Okay, because you see like all those, you know, emblems. These are like Boy Scout, Girl Scout patches or whatever. You've mastered different areas of your life, different facets of like holding your ish down. Yeah, definitely your ish down, because it is Temperance inverted. That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means with the Emperor involved, accentuated, holding your ish down. And in the sidelines, in the stadium seating, we got righteously the Knight of Cups. Dude, like, you can't refuse that kind of energy because fans are fans, and even without that, dude, you carry the energy. So it's just like you're gonna fill up the seats. So it's you're showing up just as you should. That's all that it's saying. It's all that it's saying. Okay, the other 3 that came about was Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Ooh, she's like, there's a freaking unicorn goat right behind her. See? She's like, la di da da da. And then we have the Crone, which is the 9, which is Dark Night of the Soul, the Hermit card accentuated. We have the 6 of Wands accentuated. Come on. Like, you're winning it even in the dark. Come on. 2 of Wands right behind that, up top. Like, you're being taught by the best of the best, you see? Like, magically, this is magically delicious. I am being trained. I'm being mentored by my ancestors. That's what it's saying. They're part of, like, what makes you up. Even if, like, let's say, I'm covering my crowd over here. Even if you didn't have, like, the best backing, the best history, like, these people are freaking skilled at what they do. So, there's a huge area of communication that makes us, dude, win it. Like, all it's just saying is, like, you got to show up, you know, with, your best, really. You just come in full, and then you're just going to win it. Even when the lights are out, there's a huge adjustment. What's behind that in total? The Daughter of Discs. So the Page of Pentacles extroverted, or, you know, on blast. Yeah. So we're invested in the right things. Obviously. There's no consolation prize involved here. We're starting and ending with pages. Yeah. So we're keeping the pages, like, constantly turning in trios. That's what it's, you see. There's a 3 in the middle. Daughter, daughter. I'm hearing Roger, Roger. What is that? Like droids doing that? Yeah. So, there are people who, there's sentients that are living, you know, kind of robotic lives. And we're not dumbing them down. We're just saying, like, they know that they're living robotic lives. And with the communication, they're even compelled to, like, even concur with us on a verbal note, energetically even. Just like, Roger, Roger, you know, Roger over, basically. It's going to be okay. I had one customer today returning some items. I was like, what's wrong with them? He beautiful. And he's like, yeah, I know, I love them. But my fucking house burned down. That's what he told me. And I was like, oh, you're a visitor. I didn't have to say anything. But, he told me, like, you know, hard times come, like, and you don't even have to be the causation. An opponent doesn't have to be a causation. It could just be a freaking life circumstance, you know? Because, he said that the fire started with his, with the people living above him, and they don't really know, like, because it just happened. And, so there's, like, interrogatories. Anyway, the only thing that, and it happened kind of luckily, while they were there, so they could kind of salvage anything that they could possibly can, like, within the first, like, 10 seconds anyway. And luckily, nobody got hurt, but he had to return some things that did not get, consumed. And, yeah, I mean, like, everything was a wreck. Everything. But he didn't express it like that. And I don't know if he was fucking with me or not. Oh, shoot. Sorry. I don't know how much of the story you grasped because I got 20% of the battery. But I don't know if he was fucking with me or not. Because he seemed, like, so chill about it. But, you know, he grabbed whatever he could within the first 10 seconds. And thankfully, like, you know, it happened while he was there, so he had the opportunity to just grab something, and account for everybody, not have to, you know, make a call, like find out through a phone call, a rushed phone call, and definitely nobody got hurt, but like, I don't know if he was fucking with me because I just didn't, just to like send a story to like, of something uplifting, not like it could be worse, but, everything is manageable. So I think he wanted to do like a little weird reverse psychology role play here where I'm telling him, you know, it's okay. It's going to get better. Don't worry about it. Like, I didn't tell him to not worry about it, but I just told him that things are going to get better. And if it, like, I was trying to put myself in his shoes because of this like court stuff, like seriously, dude, I spent like, the last time I spent like 14 hours on the legal paperwork, it was still all a rush because there's just so much of it, and the terminology and the questions of it, like people are, it's like everything is siloed at the court. So if I'm going to check out and do the filing of the documents, they can't provide any suggestions or legal expertise, even if it's just functional within the form. They have to send us to the help desk, which is like the one that I just talked about. So with that being siloed, it's like you have to, it's like you're like cornered into working into the legal system and paying out of your ass. And it's like 14 hours and I still like came up short in like the function of. So anyway, I decided I'm gonna let shit go, okay? I'm not gonna like have a headache over it. If people want to look at me differently within like the courts because like I made human errors, then they're gonna do that. But they're gonna see who the true asshole is here, and who's trying to collect thousands of dollars from like a marriage that's been broken and not giving one shit to kids being involved. And, you know, somebody wants to be selfish and fuck up their own lives, and let them do it. May you have the blessings of those learnings, sir. Okay? So I'm just tired of shouldering all of that. Bottom of the deck is Four of Pentacles. Ownership. Ownership of what you can control, okay? And ownership of, like, surrender of what you don't. I love it already. I love it. This also means boundaries. This person is putting up a door, like it looks like a trap door almost, kind of like a hidden space, a sacred space. So, you know, not everybody gets to like even see in. No, not everybody gets to like have the luxury of being on the in. No more. No more niceties. All right, so the question. Okay, let's pop the question again. So you're saying, okay, Spirit, how I'm going about this is suitable. It's not just suitable, it's warranted. Okay. So I like it. All right. What else can I have to look forward to this approach? Is looking on the outskirts. If you see somebody else dealing with BS like this, okay, you know, how would you critique that? Okay. Like, what would you admire about them versus like, you could be doing this better. So that's what I'm looking at myself, you know, just kind of in a bubble, seeing it in this bubble. Well, it's like, what's going on here? And I can say, pat myself on the back, yes, and dust off all that stuff, you know. I'm proud of myself for getting this far. It's all good, but because I told you I wanted to do like an hour a day devoting to this case, like making sure that I get this and that, and I realized. That's a great approach, Tina. That's wonderful. But you should do that more for your own business and like getting things up and running rather than, you know, set aside the practice because I can't lump that all in one sum. But these two are separate things, you know, in the now versus like in the future. And so that's what I should bracket my life as, you know, in the making. But to do that for this bullshit arena of like theatrics and chaos, like the people that are stirring up shit are mainly you know, the people that you should be trusting, but like, dude, I don't know. I'm not gonna stereotype attorneys, but I'm looking forward to an excellent experience of getting to know someone who is like working within their moral fibers. Like, yeah, I'm hearing that, and they better not be hanging on by a thread. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want, Spirit, for my takeaway? And if there's anybody left over here, I'll pull one card for you for your takeaway. Ooh, there was hoppers there. My takeaways are what? Priestess of Swords. Excellent. That's the Queen of Swords. And the Lover's inverted. Oh, I think this is wonderful. This is a manifestation of me and my no BS clause. Like, you know, what do you call it? When you say, I'll get you, my pretties. No, what it was, it's like, when the wicked witch of the West releases her like flying monkeys, I forget what she says when she deploys them. That's basically what I'm doing. Right there, like, no bullshit clause. I release you. I employ you. And so it is. My auric field has just expanded. Okay. Yep. On an iceberg. And, okay, so the Lover's card inverted. Oh, it's like teacups. Ancient teacups. Okay. So, this is definitely, backed by Ascended Masters of ancient years. Ancient, eras. And this is... That's, I would have to say, how to manifest your best. That's one tough cookie. Yeah. This is also bringing in like solid relationships, because like if you can't stand up for yourself, dude, why am I being present for you when you can't even stand up for yourself? You know what I mean? Other than the fact that if you are, you know, like truly helpless, like a child or whatever, then I can see that exception. But otherwise, you know, this is I'm hearing a punctuation, you know, like a tilde or, you know, apostrophe, like you know, like Irish, or like, what do you call it, in Spanish, you know, those accentuating features. That's what the word calls for, like a little pep, like a distinguishing feature of our bonds, and it calls for that, you know, a little pep to your step. Okay, now we're single down to one here. What's going on? Just kidding. Just kidding. It's all good. Okay, what is your takeaway? 20:34 on the clock. What is... Oh, it bounced off of there, and it was 2 here. So, 4 of Swords accentuated, an ace. Oh, we got an ace here. Okay, a magician. The ace of all sentience. It's a magician, accentuated. And so your takeaway is alignment of this is like, how do you say it? When all of your chakras are aligned, it's being like a straight shooter, but it's you're very much connected to that shot. Well, I don't know why I'm supposed to say it like that, but I'm supposed to. It's like getting through all the marrow and like your spinal cord, and it's of your sentience. And so it's not like, because I'm hearing discernment and some good thought. And it's not just good, you know, like I just put something channeled in there from one of my crew, one of my divine crews, about something about how like good job could be, you know, very limiting to hear. So it's not just good discernment. That's what I'm pulling that from. So it's being very involved in the way you look at things. So some people are gifted with the art of disguise, the art of seeing. And so there's something about like, there's something very internal about this, something that's very much internalized. Now, normally seers don't internalize because they see a lot and they know better. But for this particular one, you're meant to internalize. Like there's something very deep about it within your marrow, like your spiritual marrow. That's what they're saying. And looking at the 4 of Pentacles, how it was very much isolated. Same thing here. It's all same thing there. Yeah, I just realized this tent is also a pyramid. It's a prism. Dude, we have this like rainbow child here too. Rainbow children, prism. Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Now for the bottom of the deck for all of us. What is this? 3 of Swords. Oh, fantastic. Why do we get the 3 of Swords here? Oh, okay. 3 dropped. It is now the... Dude, energy just came through. Okay. So the 3 that dropped is the 4 of Swords, but now it's inverted. The Magician is now in reversal, and the Lover's card is also inverted. There's some... there's the dichotomy, the polarization of what's good and how to get to it ethically. That's the polarization that just dropped on my feet that clarified this. That's insane, isn't it? The person that was just here was wanting to fuck around. Oh, and then the Priestess of Swords inverted too. On a separate level, like those are 3 notes, and then one underneath it with the Lover's card. So I caught on to it. Holy smokes, that is so insane. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. Hold on. Bottom. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let me just put that behind me. It's my... I have crackers on there. Oops, on the thing here. But see, do you see that? Do you see that? That is insane. That's insane. That's insane. So I'm going to take that card. I'm going to put it up upside down and card it into Vicky Noble is involved in a wide variety of activities, including shamanistic healing, research, teaching, writing. Okay, it's talking about the creators of this, and it's extroverted. So I think people like in the motion of things, with this active reality check, are starting to see my bio come to life, or ours, you know. Okay, what wanted to show itself? The Two of Cups, kind of inverted. Yeah, so there's a lot of like union harmonization that's going on within us, but also exclusively for us, these notes that match. Bottom of the deck is Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, undercover relationships, very much, hey, I'm with you on this. Don't worry about it, okay? Yeah, we got the backing, for sure. Not everybody makes themselves absolutely known, like shakes hands or, you know. I think there's something very magical and something like a little mischievous in knowing that like this is our little secret kind of thing, where we don't need to be like so obnoxious about our connections. I love it. Top of the deck is Five of Wands. I think there's just lots of white noise coming through, like white noise on blast. That's what I feel like. You know, people are like, oh my gosh, these are the pick me crowds. You know what I mean? Because it's definitely not, the color coding on this is not white noise. It does not give me that vibe. It's kind of, I wouldn't say aggravated, but or hostile. I would just say like, it's just like, here's a clash. It's a color clash. It's yeah, people not seeing eye to eye. I wouldn't say that it's not friendly, but it's definitely not friendly. I don't know how to describe it, but it's they're definitely pick-me's. Ew. What's beneath that? I'm just curious. Okay. Oh, the Sun card in reverse. Okay, so leave no stone unturned. Okay, when you're getting to that point of like just people like all up in your face, energetically, no. I'm just gonna like go off into this corner. I'm gonna sit down in my little freaking circle, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some other rocks. Okay, what do they call it? The gray rock method. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Inside of the deck is Son of Discs, Knight of Pentacles. So the bullseye here is like kind of long distance range. So this is a practice range for sure. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. I know that there's people who like say like, I have my JD and I've been working at this for X amount of years, or like they have all kinds of validating points where they have to like make their bio into a spiel, and you let them live that life, you know. You may be sending your attorney or legals in energy and they may not like it, so be careful of attracting negative energy you keep getting from them. Oh, hi. Kin energy. What do you... Let me read this correctly. Let me use my bifocal range. Let's me be AFK. Oh my gosh. Dude, I wish I could like open this up real quick. They don't like kin energy is what you're saying? They want me to become an opponent. They're trying to distance me because I'm not the one paying their bills, but directly. But what they're motioning to do is making sure that their bills are paid to the maximum by me having to sell my house and let go of, you know, basically the only asset that I have. Is that do you think that's just I'm just trying to understand like where is that's all going. Oh, I guess so, you know. Yeah, there's some things I gotta do. I have to get to the courts, and I'll have like about an hour to figure stuff out. And yeah, I have tomorrow, but I don't know what else to say about that. But I did try to like tame the energy, because I did read some things that were very much like nobody else knows, and within his profession he would be very much scrutinized, and so I don't know if that's the case, but with every communications that I see where he's coming off as threatening to prosecute me or you know, bill me for X amount, I'm just gonna let that dick energy be, you know, just, you know, go ahead and be a dick, you know. It doesn't hurt me. It tells me what your methods are, and you know, everybody's gonna know who I am. There's a lot of people who already know who I am. Oh, hello there. I am well, Mr. Peter. But yeah, you know, they'll eventually know. The people that do their homework, you know, I work with a very smart crew. So, please pray. Your second channel. What do you mean? Yeah, so, like, I know that those establishments will crumble. I know that what's coming is, like, I don't even need to waste time talking about. You're prompting me to relax. Perhaps. Okay. I will consider it. Why would you want me to watch? I'm very much suspicious. I have to be very careful with my energies, you know? When people are requesting such things, there's usually something very hidden about it. I mean, unless you request others to watch. Interesting. Okay. What about Peter Smith? Okay, I will consider. There's good cards pulled on you. I don't know. Let me shuffle for a second. Okay. I mean, I would hope you would understand, not to take offense by it, but I have the King of Pentacles and the Chariot card both in upright. Give me a second. I need to charge my phone. One moment. Okay, I'm going to hold you up over here, okay? 10 of Wands. so confusing. Okay, I'm not going to interpret too much. But I think it's time that I do what I need to do. All right. Okay, so now that this reading... Oh, shoot. Now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors and supporters of Divine Light and Love. I certainly appreciate it. It is received and employed accordingly. And now, thank you for respecting my time, my space, my energy, my work, my health and wellness, and that of our children's. And so, upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close all portals.